we're doing a dedicated review on a fragrance I did not think I would end up picking up, but yet here we are. And that fragrance is Prada Paradoxe, the Intense version, new for 2023. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here. Yes, we're doing a dedicated fragrance review on Prada Paradoxe, the Intense. This is the new flanker to the surprisingly successful original Prada Paradoxe that came out last year, 2022. I gave my thoughts on that fragrance and we'll talk about that because I do have a few updates. I am a fragrance lover first, so naturally whenever a new release comes out, and particularly in designer world, which is easy to get my hands on, I walked right into Ulta and checked it out, the type of thing. I was like, I'm going to get my nose on this one and see what I think about it, and here we are. I picked up a 1 fluid ounce size of this fragrance. Oh, and bonus, I am able to do a comparison to the original because I got an official sample of the original Prada Paradoxe in one of my recent Sephora hauls. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this here dedicated review. But of course, as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. We're giving very peachy nude type of situation, very warm nude. And I was feeling, and this is MAC Pander Me, which unfortunately was a limited edition lipstick. It was a one-hit wonder. I don't know why they discontinued this because I remember selling a ton of this at the time I was at counter. But MAC Pander Me is your lipstick of the day. Since again, it is a limited edition fragrance, I will link the alternative that is closest to it that comes to mind. And as always, details of my face will be in the description box below too, so you don't have to look for it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, which of course is going to be the fragrance of the hour. That is my baby right here. This is the new Prada Paradoxe, the Intense version. Got my little dent going on. So we're gonna talk about it. I had this fragrance for a few months now. I want to say about a couple of months. So I'm ready to talk about it. As always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 4 categories. The first category being mood, and that is simply how does this fragrance make me feel? What time of year do I see myself wearing it? What type of event, situation? We talk about it there in the mood category. Second category is strength. That is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, ooh, this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being, this is nuclear juice. I'm gonna have to scrub it to get it off. Third category is longevity, and it is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance on me, and I know that's very important for a lot of you all. And then the final category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? And that is a yes or no answer, because let's be honest, we wear fragrances for compliments half the time. I'm just, you know, gotta be honest about that. And you know, but of course we also wear fragrances for ourselves. So again, this is a personal thing, but I know a lot of people buy fragrances, particularly this time of year, which is holiday when I'm filming this. You wear this to, you know, be noticed. So let's talk about it. So all right, as always with the specs of a fragrance, let's get into it. First up, this fragrance again is new for 2023. This was a fall release. In fact, I picked this up at the top of October when it first dropped. I was at the time, I was purchasing another fragrance while I was in Nordstrom, and they had this on display, and luckily my SA was like, you want to smell it? Because no, we just got it in. I was like, yeah, I do actually. Even though I knew I hated the first one per se, and I'll get into my reasons for why I hated the first version, meaning the original Prada Paradoxe. But yeah, so I smelled it and it actually moved me. I was like, it moved me so much that I ended up going to Ulta in the same day because I had some things I needed to pick up there. I had a coupon, of course. So I was like, okay. So then I ended up smelling it again, and they had the 1 ounce size on display at my Ulta. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. Plus, I knew you all want to hear about it, and you all have been asking me when is the review on Instagram. So here you are. Now we are here. So all right, let's get into the notes of Prada Paradoxe, the Intense version. We have top notes of bergamot essence, we have neroli buds, we have pear accord, then we have heart notes of neroli essence. What's this here? We have jasmine, and then we have moss accord, then we have base notes of amber accord, vanilla infusion, white musk accord. So okay, this is going to be a neroli, pear, jasmine, moss, little amber, vanilla infusion, musk type of scent. Okay, all right. And for comparison, again, we're going to talk about the original one. Now, the original version had more neroli in it. Let's see, it had neroli, orange flower. It had jasmine sandbag in it. It had amber accord, and it has benzoid. It had bourbon vanilla in it. So the original one, I'm going to tell y'all my issues with it. The original one, I wasn't the biggest fan of because to me, the original one smelled like Donna Born Aroma from Valentino, and Armani's My Way had a baby. So to me, it wasn't that special. It was not that impressive, right? But alas, I have smelled it a lot of other times, and again, I do have a sample over here. We will compare how the original compares up to this new Intense version. So now let's get into the Intense version. The good thing about Prada Paradoxe Intense is that it comes in a lot of different sizes. By the way, the concentration is. This is an eau de parfum fragrance. I want to mention that. Yes, this is an eau de parfum. It comes in a lot of different sizes too. I want to mention that. So just again, a reminder, I have the 1 ounce size, which to me, the 1 ounce size is very generous. This is more than enough for me because you all know I have a big perfume collection at this point. And so you know the difference between the original, it has intense right here across the top, and the juice is darker in this new intense version than compared to the original version. So just in case you're in store, you see them lined up side by side. The darker juicy one is the intense version. So let's talk about sizes, pricing, all of that. So let's get into it. For the 1 ounce size that you see right here, which you still get the full presentation of, because I know a lot of people like this for the shape. The 1 ounce size is $105. Then you have the 50 ml size, the 1.7 fluid ounce size, that retails for $135. Then we have the 90 ml or the 3 ounce size, that retails for $165. There is a travel 10 ml size. The travel 10 ml is $35. And if you really are in love with this fragrance, they also have the refill, the 100 ml refill, which retails for $142, because yes, this bottle is a refillable bottle. You would just unscrew your top and, you know, stick it in there and refill it once you use it up. So there's that. So you have a lot of different options, or depending on your budget or how much you love it or don't love it, that type of thing. And the good thing is, again, this is a designer fragrance that is readily available at, say, your Macy's, your Sephora's, your Ulta. So what that means is you can catch it on sale. That's what that means. So these friends and family sales, these extra savings events, the 15% to 20% off, those type of things, yes, you can catch it on sale, particularly right now during the holidays. So yeah, don't pay full price for it if you don't have to. Let's get into this fragrance. I always like to spray it. Again, I've had it for 2 months and I've worn it out and about, worn it at events and whatnot, so I can officially speak on this from the rating system standpoint. So let's talk about it. Woo. This is a true intense version. I gotta tell y'all that right now. Absolutely. Let's talk about what you get. This is a fragrance that if you do not like the note of moss, you're not gonna like this scent. The moss note sticks out to me, and personally, I am a lover of a moss note. So for me, it was the moss note that sold it. So but I just wanna point out, if you hate moss, this is not for you, because that's gonna hit you in the face. The DNA of the original Prada Paradoxe is there, and in fact, I'm gonna refresh my nose on the original while we're at it. Yeah. And let me tell you, let me confirm right now, this is definitely more beefy, the intense version, than the original. So the moss is definitely here, the neroli is here, and that vanilla base, that amber base, especially the amber, it's the moss and the amber that really stick out to me, which those are 2 notes that I love personally. So that I felt this fragrance absolutely needed to give it more oomph, because at first, again, the original version smelled very generic to me. It's just that light bubblegummy girly fragrance. The original, it's like, it's not memorable. The intense though, she has more going on. Again, it's that moss and that amber in here. And I smell the pear note in here too. So absolutely, this is a joy. It's still in that fruity floral realm. Don't get me wrong, because you read the notes and it's still definitely a fruity floral scent, but that amber and that moss gave it that more oomph that it needed. It gave it more richness, and this is a thicker scent than the original. So that's the comparison between the original Prada Paradoxe and the new intense version. This is definitely beefier. It's truly worthy of the name intense. Now let's talk about the mood of this scent. The mood of Prada Paradoxe Intense, absolutely cold weather, because again, this is a thicker wearing scent because of the amber in here and that moss. Fall for sure. This is definitely a fall fragrance. You can wear it in the winter time if you have more of a milder winter like we do here in the South. I'm in Tennessee for all the new elves, but this is a cold weather scent because I can't see myself wearing this when it gets warmer, because again, it's thicker and richer, and in fact, it might choke me out because that southern heat is no joke. So this will be relegated to the fall for me, which it is fall right now while I'm wearing it, and I'm enjoying it. So absolutely a fall fragrance, very much a easy reach, quick throw on. It's a crowd pleaser type of a scent. You don't have to really think about this one. It's not complicated. So it has more going on with it, but it's still a designer scent, so that means it's not going to be overly complicated to wear. So I enjoyed that about it. Now let's talk about the strength of this fragrance, which is on a scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10, this is a solid 8, which I'm really surprised about. Again, I just knew it was going to be like bubblegum juice again, but no, this one holds its own. It's an 8. This one is beefy, it's thick. I do like this. So Prada definitely stepped it up with this new version. We needed the intense. We did. We definitely needed the intense. Can't you tell I like it? Now, let's talk about longevity, because I know this is something that people really care about right now, especially in the designer world with the price increases that have happened. Let me tell y'all something. The longevity is here with this fragrance. This is a scent. I have worn this and I easily get 7 to 8 hours out of it. So it absolutely lasts all day. I don't have to touch it up. I can still smell it on my skin as well as on my clothing. This is a scent that actually goes the distance. You don't have to do too much. And in fact, I got in my car today to go run some errands and I could smell this scent still in my car on my seatbelt because I had went to an event wearing this scent the night before and it was still in there. I could smell it on my seatbelt. So the longevity is there. Like, again, this is truly an intense. Like, Prada did what needed to be done with this version. Last category, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Abso-freaking-lutely. And let me tell you, I have a personal story on this one because, like I said, I wore it to an event last night. And it was definitely a mix and mingle event, networking type of event where you don't know anybody. You're literally there to meet new people, that type of thing. And I was wearing this fragrance, and this fragrance literally got compliments. People were like, you smell so good. And particularly for men, let me say that too. This is a male magnet of a scent. And it was men of different ages. I gotta say that as well while I was mixing and mingling. It just kind of happened that way. But yeah, Prada Paradoxe. I mean, because we're in holiday party season. So absolutely, this is a social fragrance worthy of a social gathering. This could definitely make a holiday list for sure. Definitely for 2023. Particularly if you're into that fruity floral vibe situation, those type of fragrances, but you want something, again, that's more cold weather appropriate. You can definitely go with Prada Paradoxe The Intense. So I have enjoyed this fragrance and absolutely I can certify this is a compliment getting fragrance after the event. Now, final words. I do enjoy this fragrance. I'm glad I picked up a 1 ounce size on it because, again, I'm enjoying it. I'm wearing it. As y'all can see my little dent going. I'm wearing it. So that's cool. Now, again, I have smelled this original version, the original Prada Paradoxe. Again, it came out last year. She is cute. She's gotten better to me, but if I had to decide, because I know someone's going to ask me this, okay, so which one should I get if I have to choose between the original Prada Paradoxe and the Intense? Hands down, the Intense. It's no competition. And I say that because, again, the original one smells extremely generic. And if you already have either Armani's My Way or if you already have Donna Born and Roma from Valentino, if you have either one of those already, you don't need the original Prada Paradoxe. You just don't, because they're too similar. It's not unique enough to warrant all of those unless you just want to collect them, which that's your business, that's your wallet. I can't tell you what to do, but I don't think it's worth the money. You don't need it if you already have those other ones. Now, if you don't have those other fragrances, then go right ahead. That's what I think. But as a person that already had Valentino, Donna Born and Roma, and I have all the flankers too, I didn't need the original one. So in my opinion, if we want to go off more uniqueness, one that stands out more, and one that lasts longer, is more robust, in my opinion, go with the Prada Paradoxe The Intense version. And I gotta admit, the bottle has grown on me. At first I thought the bottle was cheesy, but I do like this. It's cute in my little dresser. I do like it. So Prada, congratulations on another successful release. And yeah, this is one that I actually like. So Prada Paradoxe Intense, definitely check it out on your next Sephora run, Macy's run, or Ulta run, whichever one you're doing, but definitely check it out. It's a good scent. It's solid. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my thoughts and opinions and rating, of course, on the new Prada Paradoxe The Intense version for fall 2023. Let me know how you feel about this scent. Do you agree with my assessment that the Intense version is the best one to get of this lineup? Do you think we needed a Prada Paradoxe Intense? Or do you think it was fine just to have the original one? Let me know your thoughts, because I know some people really ride for the original, but hey, I am team Prada Paradoxe Intense. This version of Prada Paradoxe Intense, in my opinion, is definitely for those of us that felt the original one was blah. The Intense version is the one to get. So that is my final say. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.